press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, so under quadrilaterals we were discussing about theorems on parallelograms. So we have completed 3 theorems, so now I will take up the 4th one. So theorem 8.4. The statement of the theorem is very simple. It says in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. So this is the statement of theorem number 4. It looks very simple. In fact, all the theorems you may get confusion. We have to keenly observe the statement, and if you bifurcate what is given, what is to be found out, so then you will understand the essence of theorem. So first we shall understand this in a parallelogram. That means a parallelogram is given. So when the word parallelogram you heard, you must always remember the opposite sides are parallel. So 2 pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So a parallelogram is given. I will draw the diagram parallelogram. So this side is parallel to this side. So this is ABCD, a given parallelogram. So let us record the given data. Given. So what is given in this ABCD parallelogram? ABCD parallelogram is given. So what is to be proved? To prove opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. So this is the given data. Opposite angles are given. So this is what is to be ascertained by us or to be proved by us. So that means we have to prove angle A, opposite angle is equal to angle C. Angle A is equal to angle C. We have to prove that this angle is equal to this angle. And at the same time, we have to prove that angle B is equal to angle D. So this angle, the internal angle D, is equal to D. This is what we have to prove. So now we shall make a strong construction. So now join AC. So I will join the diagonal AC. So construction is join AC. This is for the sake of convenience to prove the required results. Join AC diagonal. AC diagonal. So now we shall proceed with the proof now. Proof. Now for convenience purpose I will mark these angles as this smaller angle, so that is ACB. ACB, this is angle 1, angle 2, and this is angle 3 and angle 4. So under proof you write ABCD CD is a parallelogram. It is given. ABCD is a parallelogram. So when that is told like that, we can straight away take, because it is a parallelogram, AB parallel to CD, AB parallel to CD, and BC parallel to DA. So this is because it is a parallelogram. That means this data is given. Now I will split this into two parts. Observe carefully. When AB parallel to CD, observe here, AB parallel to CD, these two are parallel lines, the bottom one and the top one. Consider AC as the transversal. So consider AC transversal. So when we consider AC as transversal, DC and AB, you observe here, this is DC and this is AB, and AC is the transversal. So here you can observe this angle 2 here and angle 3, they are interior alternate angles. So they will be equal. So angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Reason is interior opposite angles. Interior opposite angles. You call this 2 is equal to 3. We call this equation as 1. Now come to this point. BC parallel to DA. So I will erase this figure. BC parallel to DA. BC parallel to DA. And again consider AC transversal. So now it is like this. This is DA and this is BC. Transversal is like this. So now in this case these two angles. So you can observe here this one and this one. That means 4 and 1 are interior alternate angles. DC and transversal angle 4 and BC and transversal angle 1. So therefore angle 1 is equal to angle 4. The reason is again interior opposite angles. Interior opposite angles. So call this equation as 2. Now, see, 2 equals 3 and 1 equals 4. We have two equations. So, add equation 1 and 2. So, I will write here, add 1 plus 2. So, what you will get? Left hand side, left hand side. 1 plus 2 equals 1 plus angle 1 plus angle 2. So, left hand side we have to add is equal to 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4. So, right hand side we are adding and left hand side we are adding. Right hand side with right hand side, left hand side with left hand side. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. So, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. Now, observe here, what is 1 plus 2? 1 plus 2 is nothing but this total angle BCD. BCD. So, therefore, I will write here this is BCD, angle BCD, and 3 plus 4 is DAB. So, this is DAB. As you can observe from the figure, these two are opposite angles. So, this angle, this total angle and this total angle, 3 plus 4 and 1 plus 2. They are nothing but angle C and angle A. So, we have proved that the opposite angles are equal. So, opposite angles are equal. So, we have proved that these two angles are equal. Similarly, by joining diagonal BD, we can prove that B equals D in the similar way. Angle B equals D. They are opposite angles. So, therefore, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So, we have proved that opposite angles are equal. Hence, proved. So, this is all about theorem 8.4. Dear students, please remember once again all these 8 theorems under parallelogram. We have a similar type of presentation. You may get a little bit confusion, but whenever a theorem statement is given to you, you have to read it very carefully and bifurcate it as what is given and what is to be found out. So, based on that, you have to record the given data, what is to be found out, that has to be very clearly recorded. Then, if any construction is required, record the construction, and then, so whatever data available, based on that, you prove the required thing. So, if you systematically go like this, you will not get any confusion. So this is about theorem 8.4. Now I will proceed with fifth theorem 8.5. Now I will erase this now. Now, so I will write a sketch for statement of fifth theorem. In a quadrilateral, so you remember this word, we have not told a parallelogram, a quadrilateral is given, each pair of opposite angles is equal if so we are into fifth one. If each pair of opposite angles is equal, then it is a parallelogram. So now I will erase this. Then it is a parallelogram. Wait. So now a diagram is given. We know that whether it is a parallelogram or not. So a quadrilateral is given with a condition that each pair of opposite angles is equal. So we will get almost a similar figure. So this is a quadrilateral in which opposite angles are equal. So this is what is given, ABCD. ABCD, a quadrilateral it says, and given angle A equals C, B equals D. ABCD is a quadrilateral. So I will write here given ABCD a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral with angle A equals C, opposite angles are equal, and angle B equals D. This is also given. To prove what is to be proved? It is a parallelogram that we have to prove. So ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. So to become a parallelogram, what are the most essential conditions? So that is the both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So that is, so suppose if we prove that AB parallel to CD and BC parallel to DA. So if we prove this, then we can say it is a parallelogram. Now, proof. Now, angle A equals angle C, angle A equals angle C, and angle B equals angle D. So this is given. So this is given in the theorem itself. See that it is in the data portion. ABCD is a quadrilateral with A equals C, B equals D. Opposite angles are equal. So this angle is equal to this angle. It is given, and this angle is equal to this angle. It is given data. Now, so we by angle sum property of quadrilateral. We have angle A plus angle B plus sum of all four angles plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. So, but we have A equals C or C equals A and D equals B. So therefore we can write A plus B. So instead of C also I will write A plus instead of B I will write D, I will write B. B is equal to 360 degree. So 2A plus 2B, 2A plus angle 2 times angle A plus 2 times angle B is equal to 360 degree. Now therefore take two common factor, angle A plus B, angle A plus angle B is equal to 360 degree, or angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Now observe here, we have A plus B is equal to 180 degree. When A plus B are 180 degree, you observe these two figures, considering BC and AD as two lines, two lines, and AB as transversal. If these two are 180 degree, so these are interior consecutive angles. Their total is 180 degree. Therefore, when these two are 180 degree, the lines are parallel. We can say like that. So therefore, A plus B is equal to 180 degree. When A plus B is equal to 180 degree, C plus D will also be 180 degree. So therefore, because the sum of all four is 360, two are 180, therefore C plus D, angle C plus D is also 180 degree. 180 degree. So from figure we can observe that A and B, angle A and B are consecutive interior. AB is transversal. AB is on one side of transversal and between those two lines. So therefore, A and B are interior consecutive. So how we come to this conclusion? So that is BC and AD line, comma AB transversal. So if you consider these things, then A and B interior consecutive. When their total is 180 degree, we can say BC and AD are parallel. So therefore BC parallel to DA. So similarly we can say, you observe here C plus D is 180 degree. We consider these two lines, DC as transversal. So therefore these two are 180 degree. So therefore we can say C and D. BC parallel to AD. BC parallel to AD. Now, this is AB or interior consecutive angles. When these two are interior consecutive angles, BC is parallel to AD. With respect to DC, when these two are 180 degree, BC parallel to AD. And so at the same time, if we consider these two angles, C plus D, so they will become interior consecutive. AB parallel to CD. BC. AB parallel to DC. AD transversal. You take here AD transversal, then it will be correct. BC and BC and AD, PC is this, AD is this, AB transversal. So similarly we can prove that AB parallel to CD, CD, AB parallel to CD. See here, if you take these two as lines, these two are consecutive angles. If you take these two as lines, these two are consecutive angles. So therefore, we can say they are parallel, hence proved. See what we are doing here, we are observing, we are coming to a conclusion that the interior consecutive angles total is 180 degree. So you take interior consecutive angles, their total is 180 degree, therefore these two are parallel. You take these two interior consecutive angles, therefore DC is equal to AB. Now, so I will move on to the next theorem, 8.6. Theorem 8.6, it says the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, This is the statement of the theorem. Now a parallelogram is given and its diagonals are also given. So this is parallelogram. And its diagonals are also given. This is diagonal AC and diagonal BD. So A, B, C, D. Let us nominate this, they are intersected O. So for convenience purpose, I will nominate internal angles as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, so let us record the given data. Given. What is given? ABCD is a parallelogram. And diagonals are given. Diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. Intersect at O. So, to prove you observe here, bisect each other, that we have to prove. So, the bisect means, see, AB divides line AC into two parts, equal parts, and AC divides BD into two parts. That means to prove OA equals OB, OA equals OB, and OA equals OC, OA equals OC, OB equals OD. This is to be proved. Proof. Now, see, a parallelogram is given. So, therefore, we can say since ABCD is a parallelogram, AB, we have AB parallel to CD, and see, AB is parallel to CD, and BC parallel to DA. So, opposite sides are parallel. So, here consider transversal AC. Consider transversal AC. So, I will split this into two parts. AB, CD, observe here, AB and CD parallel lines, AC transversal. So, therefore, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So, therefore, 1 equals 3. So, what is the reason? Interior opposite. I will write it below. 1 equals 3. Angle 1 equals 3. Interior opposite angles. Now, for BC and AD, BC parallel to AD, for those two lines, BC and AD, consider the transversal. Now, consider transversal. again AC. So BC and these two lines, so they are intersecting. 2 will be equal to 4. So angle 2 equals angle 4 interior opposite angles. Interior opposite angles. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 3, angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. So with this data, so we will continue here. Consider or compare. So consider triangle AOB, observe here, AOB, triangle AOB and triangle COD, its opposite angle, this angle and this triangle, COD, triangle COD. So now AB is equal to CD. Why they are equal? So in a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. So I will write given. Angle 1 equals, see in these two triangles, angle 1 equals angle 3. So this angle 1 of this triangle is equal to angle 3 of this triangle AOB. So therefore I will write angle 3 equals angle 1. Angle 3 equals angle 1. So one angle and one angle, these two are equal, and this side is equal to this side. So these are equal and this angle is equal to this angle. Now next we can have, observe here, angle 5 is equal to 7 because they are vertically opposite angles. Angle 5 is equal to 7, vertically opposite. So when two angles, one is equal to 3, 5 is equal to 7, the third angle, they must be equal. So we can continue this 5, 6, 7, 8. I will write 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can definitely say the third angle of first triangle, so that is 3 is equal to 1, 7 is equal to 5. The third angle of this triangle must be equal to third angle of this triangle. So therefore 9 is equal to 11. 9 is equal to 11. So because by angle sum property, when two angles of one triangle are equal to two angles of the other triangle, the third angle must be equal. So now, all the three angles of one triangle, you can see here 1, 5, 9. 5 is equal to 7, you can see. So 1, 5, 9 and 7, 3, 11. So 9 is equal to 11, 5 is equal to 7, 3 is equal to 1. So therefore these two triangles and AB is equal to CD. AB is equal to CD. So therefore we can say by so angle yes AAS congruence So, angle and side. So, angle and side. By AS congruence, these two are congruent. Triangle AOB congruent to triangle COD. So, these opposite triangles are congruent. So, therefore, when they are congruent, we can say, when they are congruent, we have already AB is equal to CD, already it is given. In a congruent, in a pair of congruent triangles, the corresponding sides are equal. So, therefore, OD equals OB, because these two are corresponding sides of these two triangles, and at the same time OA equals OC. So, this is what was to be proved. OA is equal to OC, OD is equal to OB is equal to OD. So, this we have proved, hence proved. So, what we have proved? In a parallelogram, bisect each other, the diagonals bisect each other. So, bisect means this half of AC and this half of AC, these are equal. OC is equal to OA and OB is equal to OD. So, now I will stop at this stage. Remaining, there are two theorems under parallelogram and some special properties of triangles. We have another 2 or 3 theorems. After that, we will do the exercise problems. So thank you all. I hope you are following. Repeatedly I have told you. So, in detail I am giving you the required proof and explanation. So, I appeal the students to take down the notes while you see the video itself. So, separate notes for this will not be given to you. So, thank you all.